Sure. Tom Burrell has been a member of the Lake Ridge Occoquan Coal Civic Association, LOCCA, since 1993. Tom volunteered to step forward and serve as chairman of LOCCA's Planning, Environmental, Land Use, and Transportation PELT Committee in 1998 and has served with distinction in this capacity from 1998 to 2021, a period of over 2 decades. And Tom has also been appointed by the county to serve in a variety of capacities, such as vice chairman of Prince William County's Futures Commission, which studied what the county should look like in 2030. Tom also served as vice chairman on Prince William County's Land Use Advisory Committee for revising and updating the county's comprehensive land use plan, as well as on the McCourt Sector Plan and several budget advisory committees providing citizen input to a county supervisor on the annual county budget. And as the PELT Committee chairman, Tom and other Civic Association representatives provided feedback to the Planning Office staff, to Planning Commission, and to the Board of County Supervisors at public hearings pertaining to the changes made by developers, the requests of the PELT Committee, and citizens to bring quality development projects to the Occoquan and Coles magisterial districts of Prince William County. Whenever possible, LOCCA and its PELT Committee engaged other civic associations and made recommendations on code changes and other land use matters that would apply to adjoining magisterial districts as well as to the entire county. And in addition to Tom's other volunteer activities, he has served as a member of his Homeowners Association Board of Trustees for 15 years, serving 2 years as treasurer and 8 years as president. He also developed and instituted the first long-range strategic plan for the HOA, which is still in use today. While serving as a treasurer for the association, he synchronized its HOA budget with state, local, and lender requirements and instituted a policy ensuring that the association's reserves were adequately funded and appropriately used. And Tom and his family will be relocated to North Carolina on a permanent basis by the end of May, leaving a legacy of advocacy and a grateful community of lifelong friends and family whose lives he has forever touched. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Prince William County Board of Supervisors hereby commends Tom Burrell for his advocacy for our neighbors countywide and for his significant contributions to the greater Prince William community, and be it further resolved that the Prince William County Board of Supervisors hereby wishes Tom and his family safe travels and the utmost happiness in the next chapter of their lives. Congratulations. Welcome, Tom, or anyone else to say a few words.
Let me talk before Jack gets up there, if I may.
Well, I just
I want to say thank you for this very humbling commendation. It's been a labor of love over the last 22 years, and I want to especially thank 3 groups of people. First of all, let me thank the staff, primarily the planning department, development services, neighborhood services, for their very professional support of all the citizens and their work with LOCCA PELT as we at times work through some very difficult issues. I want to thank the Planning Commission and you, the Board of County Supervisors, for your support of LOCCA PELT over the last 50 plus years. You've listened, you've heard our arguments. A lot of times you side with us, sometimes you have to side against us, but we know that. And we bring to you the people's comments on every project. And finally, I want to thank all the citizens of not only the county, but particularly the Coles and Occoquan districts for your support and your care. And you know, my job for the last 22 years has simply been to herd cats. The meetings have been vibrant at times. They've been amusing at times. They've been hair-raising at times. But all the time, we walked out of the meeting with an understanding of what the community wanted for a certain development. And over the years, we've earned the trust of the developers who come to us with projects that really don't take too much work getting to a win-win situation. So thanks to everybody. And again, this is a very humbling experience. And if you're ever in Wilmington, North Carolina, look us up. We're enjoying it. Thank you.
Wow. That's great. Yes. Well, Tom, of course, you're sorely missed. I just want to thank you. I remember the day you stepped forward in 1998 because I just happened to have an announcement from 92 to 98 in the LOCCA PELT agendas looking for a PELT volunteer. And when Tom stepped forward, that was a joyous day. There was a lot of hallelujahs. But, you know, and he didn't know everything that he had to do. He learned on the job. And our psychic pay was making the community a better place to live. We were all in the same playing field, you know, but it was to make the community a better place to live. And I say everything Tom touched. I just have to say one thing. Back in 2018, with his result of his experience in HOA leadership and management, this goes beyond LOCCA PELT. He was appointed by the governor of Virginia to the Virginia Common Interest Community Board, responsible for overseeing the regulation of common interest management companies. I mean, that says so much. And I think you had to resign. You were still currently active, but he had to resign from that term to move to North Carolina. But we all owe a great deal of debt of gratitude to Tom. We have a new PELT chairman has stepped forward, Dr. Tony Bennett. He has big shoes to fill, and we're all going to work with him. It's amazing. And I